Hey y'all, what's up? Hold up 1 second. Okay, because it's my first time going live on Mahogany Owl page, so bear with me. Okay, we're good. Hey everybody, welcome to Women's Worth Wednesday. I am Mishea Jean, your host. Welcome to all the newbies, everybody that's been rocking with me since episode 1 on my personal page, Mishea.Jean. So I'm gonna give y'all a few seconds to just come on in. We are on episode 8. So all of the previous episodes was on my personal page. So now we are here on Mahogany Owl, which has always been the goal. So Mahogany Owl is my baby. Is my new business that is a platform for women that represents strength, transformation, healthy well-being. And it's going to be a bunch of content releases that will be in alignment with that. So this is one of them, Women's Worth Wednesday. So like I said, I started on my personal page, but now we are here on Mahogany Owl. So this is, the start, of one of the releases and stuff. So keep following, keep staying tuned, keep checking in on Mahogany Owl's page and for all the new stuff. But we want to get into Women's Worth Wednesday. So Women's Worth Wednesday is a live show that is for women all over the world, just to remind each other of our worth. And there's a topic each Wednesday that is in alignment with that. So we all come on here, we chat with each other live. People come in and request in live to chat. People just ask questions in the comments or just have comments and advice for each other and even for myself too. So we just, pretty much realign, readjust, straighten it back up, our crowns, straighten them things back up. Sometimes you need others to remind you of who the hell you really are. Okay. So, still wait for some people to come in. I know this is very, very new to everyone. Everyone is so used to going on to my other page, but, so we got some people still trying to make it on in. Well, like I said, welcome. House rules, positive vibes, always positive vibes. That's it. Positive vibes, no negativity will be accepted on here. Y'all get the vibe. And fellas are welcome. The brothers is definitely welcome to come in here, chime in to chat and stuff. This is not a man bashing zone, all of that. We women, hear me roar. Yes, we are that too, but also too, we respect the men as well too. So fellas, come on out. Come out, join in if you like to, or just come on just to listen to us. Because especially if you have partners, you have wives and girlfriends, people you just date, and you have a sister, a mother, you don't even have to be in a relationship. This is still a great platform for you to come in and just really see the things we go through, or we just, battle with. And you get to see a positive version of women just being there for one another and giving legit advice in a judgment-free zone. So fellas, come on in, okay? So our topic for tonight is, usually I have music and I'm like, something missing. I have music usually all the time. And I remember one of our episodes, we talked about preparation and stuff. I guess I prepared so much that I had shut down my laptop, closed it out to prepare for tomorrow to go into the office tomorrow. But whatever, we here. We don't need no music. We can turn up by ourselves. What? But anyway, so the topic for tonight is relinquishing control. Relinquishing control. That is the topic for tonight. And baby, this topic is so needed. I've had so many different signs through other people, but definitely through myself. So many signs that this topic is needed. So I always give, definition, Google definition, just to not just be, giving my opinion and stuff, but for everyone to have, a neutral, definition. So like some of the other topics, it was a few for relinquishing control. So one of them is give it up. Relinquishing control just means give it up. 2, release control also. Hi, welcome. Also relinquish power or control, which can be towards anything. Relinquish power or control for something. And it's perfectionism. I mean, relinquishing control ain't perfectionism, but it's a form of perfectionism, pretty much. So give it up, release control, relinquish power or control for something or towards something. So that's the definitions that came up for relinquishing control. So let's talk about it. But I wanted to say the reason why I chose this topic, very personal to me. So last week, people that follow me on my personal page, I usually always have it every Wednesday on that page and have Women's Worth Wednesday on that page. And I didn't have it last week. I was not feeling well at all. I was under the weather. It wasn't COVID, promise. So I had to literally relinquish control. Y'all would have seen me on here like hunched over and just like depleted. Like, like that don't have any electrolytes feeling. So y'all would have just seen me just tore up on here trying to push through. And they ain't the vibe. They ain't what we trying to do over here, okay? I want to make sure I'm giving y'all my 100%, just like y'all be giving me. So I was tore up. I was messed up. And I literally said to myself, I was like, you need to rest. You're doing the most. I do so much dance fitness. I'm an instructor for that. I do a lot of other stuff as well. And you need a break. You need a second. You need a pause. And I just make sure I just told everyone that the show will not be happening tonight. And that was the best I could do with what I had at the time. And amazingly enough, people, wanted to make sure I felt better. But also, I really got to see how much people really love Women's Worth Wednesday. People reached out to me like that didn't necessarily see my post or like my stories and stuff. They actually was reaching out like, hey sis, you on tonight? Like, I'm on your page. Like, we on? You on Women's Worth Wednesday? What we doing? What's the show? Come on. What's the vibe? What we doing? What's the topic? I seen you, you ain't post nothing in terms of what's the topic for the night. Like, people was reaching out to me. And I really was like, damn, this is beyond me. Beyond me. And like I said, this is a live show, platform for all of us. Not just for me. It's for all of us to really uplift each other. And yeah, so that was an example of me, relinquishing control and like why I really did, like why I actually had to pause the show just for 1 week. And like I say, I freaking miss you guys. I miss the hell out of you guys so what was that? So it's 2 weeks I haven't done Women's Worth Wednesday. Well, really, no, not 2 weeks. It was only the 1 week last week. But y'all already know, every week I always say, it feel like it's been like a month since I've been on here talking with y'all. So, hey, welcome. Hey, Trina. Hey, I see everybody starting to like come in and stuff. I know some people probably like, hey, what's going on? Like, it's not on your personal page and stuff. But welcome to Mahogany Y'all. Welcome. I appreciate y'all coming in over here to Mahogany Y'all, which is, like I said when I first came on, it's my baby. Mahogany Owl is my new business that represents strength, transformation, and healthy well-being for women through various content releases and like podcasts, this show, Women's Worth Wednesday, and a few other things as well that's coming out under Mahogany Owl. So stay tuned for that. But the topic, like I said, tonight is relinquishing control. And I seen so many signs that this topic was needed for tonight. I really was like, I was going to choose a different topic, but I was like, I was getting slapped in the face with so many different situations and my loved ones too, stuff they going through as well too. And I'm like, this topic, I was like, I gotta change the topic. So I was like, you know what? It must be meant for me to do this topic tonight. So relinquishing control, like what does it mean to you? Because for me, I never had a name to it before I had did this professional development program that I was in for 6 months. And I just always be like, oh, I'm a perfectionist, you know, blah, 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 saying that. And not until my mentor actually said we had like a challenge for the month. That was like one of the things we had to relinquish control. And I was like, we had unpacked it, talked about it and everything on our group call. And I was literally like, that's me. It's not necessarily perfectionism, but I'm like, I need to pull back and I need to untighten the, you know, like loosen up my grip on stuff. So like, just like really listening to God's plan. Like it's not necessarily God's plan, God's purpose for us. I'm always like, you know, this is the plan. This is what I got to do. This ain't going right. Sometimes there's a reason it ain't going right. Not necessarily because of you thinking your lack of preparation. And it's not even that. You really actually prepared. But something happened. And then you keep trying it again. Keep doing it again. And it's not working out. Sometimes you got to really take a pause and be like, it's something. God is trying to tell me something. And God's probably trying to tell you, that's not your purpose. That's not, you're not doing what, you know, not like, you know, in a sense, like what I want you to do, but the purpose that's destined for you, you're going with a plan. You're not going with the purpose, you know, necessarily. So, you know, I've been seeing, you know, different things in terms of that, like with myself and just other people. And Trina said, yes, so true. I posted about control today. Yes. See, like you, a lot of people, even Brooke, our mentor, her too, she was very transparent on a post that she had posted yesterday, I think. And I was like, all the signs are saying that I need to talk about, or we need to talk about this topic. And everybody, like, sis, it's okay to not be in control. I know it's hard, and I really feel like, especially for us women, we are like, no, this gotta be right. This, oh my God. And even parents and stuff, for like, you know, your kids and stuff, you know, you like, don't do that. Don't do this. You know, you raise your kids and everything. And, but when they start to get older, especially the teenage years, you gotta loosen the grip a little bit, because they do have to learn on their own. I know it's hard. I know for some things, like with my mother, it was hard for her. And, but she loosened the grip and stuff. And, but one thing, you know, you just make sure you have great communication with your kids and stuff, but it ain't no lesson like a true real life lesson. So with your kids, you know, I don't like to be telling people how to parent, but you gotta loosen up the grip. You gotta loosen up the grip on, your kids. And it's funny, my mom just joined in after I said that. Yeah, you gotta, loosen up, like I said, loosen up the grip on, you know, your kids. Let them spread their wings. You know, sometimes it's like, you know, you see your kid, you know, walking or whatever, they're going to fall. They're just starting to learn how to walk. They're going to fall, and you just let them fall. I mean, make sure ain't no sharp objects and stuff all around. But you gotta let your kid take the fall. You gotta let them take the fall sometimes. You know, and let them learn from it. And then next thing you know, your kid is out here crip walking out in the world. Like they're a dancer, they doing this. All because you relinquish control. You release control. And now boom, they out here flourishing. And that's just like, you know, like a little example. Even with business stuff, you know, you prepare for a launch. You do all of this, you prepare for a launch, and you have a date set, you are just like killing it and everything. Then something happens. Something happens when you get close to it. Something happens and boom, you got to reshape everything. And it can happen multiple times. It can happen multiple times. And you're just like, what is going on? Like I said, you got to pull back. God is trying to tell you something. Like, sis, it's not you, but it's you. It ain't you. I need you to listen to me. Listen to what I am providing you. Remember your purpose, right? Don't think of your plan. Think of your purpose. You know, so. Trina said, control the controllables and let go of what you can't control. So true. You have to let go of what you can't control. Like I said, I was sick last week and I had to submit. I had to submit to the sickness. And I know a lot of people, they don't like that word. Ain't nothing wrong with submission in, you know, a positive light, you know, in a healthy way. Submission in a healthy way. Submission can be healthy. Sometimes you have to submit to like what's going on. And I had to submit. Lay my behind right in that bed, rest up, nurse myself back to health, pretty much, with the help of my husband. But I had to. It was hard. It was hard because I'm like, I got Woman's Worth Wednesday. People asking like, what's going on tonight? You know, and I'm like, sis, I had to relinquish control. I ain't no good to nobody how I look. If I would have came on this camera, y'all would have been like, ooh, sis, I don't know. It's not giving what it's supposed to be given. Like, sis. Yes. You control the controllables. You only do what's in your power. That is within your power. And you move forward. You keep going no matter what. You just pick up. You take a breath. But sometimes it's not even necessarily in that moment to keep going. To keep pushing forward. Sometimes it's actually meant for a pause. For you to reflect. For you to actually sit down, think, or even journal. Write. Read a book. You to really sit with yourself. Or like doing a meditation. You to really sit with yourself. And not necessarily keep going in that moment. Then once you do all of that, sit with yourself. Boom, you keep going. It's like a refresher. You need like a little refresher sometimes, you know. But hold on. Okay. Just making sure we're good on time. Yes. Welcome. Hey, yes. Hey. But everybody that's coming in, I'm gonna repeat everything, but the topic is relinquishing control. And so where I'm at right now in terms of everything. So, you know, went over, you know, everybody, a lot of people is my people from my other page that's coming over here to Mahogany Owl. So y'all already know what Woman's Worth Wednesday is about. So I don't gotta go back into that and stuff. So like I said, welcome to Mahogany Owl. Welcome. So Woman's Worth Wednesday was like the starter of Mahogany Owl. And it's like Mahogany's Owl's like first baby, pretty much. So Mahogany Owl is, you know, a platform for women that really encourages strength, transformation, healthy well-being. And through various content releases. So Woman's Worth Wednesday is a part of that and some other stuff as well. And I'm like, I feel like I just keep repeating it. But hey, okay, everybody gotta catch it, even though y'all won't catch the replay. But to everybody, you know, you gotta make sure I make sure y'all catch it. And yes, hey, yes, it's in the building, yes. But some questions about relinquishing control. So do you ladies find yourself, or it may not be now, because I know some of you on here. Some people I don't know, but I know some of you on here. I know in the past we've all probably dealt with trying to be control and stuff. But now do you still find yourself still like, damn, I'm having some slip ups? Like, do you ever like take a pause? Like, do you recognize when like that control moment is happening and you feeling like you just have to have a grip on everything? And if so, how do you bounce back from that? Like, whatever you're trying to control within your life. Like, how do you bounce back from that? So, let me know. How do you bounce back from having those controlling moments from yourself? Not you being controlled, but like you, like just not relinquishing control, pretty much. And I know for myself is I'll literally, it'd be like, whoa. I remember I had one moment and I said, whoa, okay, I need to chill. I need to, even like, it's like kind of like when people was like something that you, I don't know, like, I was about to say something really dramatic and that would have been really too crazy because my analogies were really, really a lot. My friends will definitely tell you that. Like when you're doing something, somebody's like, back away. I literally had a moment like, whoa, like back away from my computer, leave everything where it's at, go and literally take a walk outside. Like I literally like walked my dog one day and was like, you know what? Turned around and I was like, Peanut, you know what? We about to go take a walk. And that literally was the medicine I needed. Like in the middle of the day, the kids in the neighborhood was all in school. It was a very peaceful day, nice weather. Took a nice long walk with Peanut. And that literally was like medicine I needed. And I just walked and I just was thinking like, whoa, like what that moment was, you were trying to control it. Remember what you learned, relinquish control and go with the flow. And yes, when I feel overwhelmed, I have to stop and sort out each stressor and ask myself, am I being controlling or is this something I truly need to stress about? I'm doing better. That's all it is. It's progress over perfection. And I could definitely say that, and I feel like, yes, you probably agree to this, where we are today versus last year, total different person. We can handle so much now without feeling like overwhelmed. It's because of learning that, relinquishing control. Actually being, boom, like in our tracks, stop. It's like drop the mic, drop your weapon. It's like when the cops say put your hands up, it's literally like that type of moment. Drop your weapon, put your hands up, back away. I'm just saying, like, that's what it is for me. Yeah, I'm going to read it again. Yes, when I feel overwhelmed, I have to stop and sort each stressor and ask myself, am I being controlling or is this something I truly need to stress about? Yes, yes, yes. Katrina said, did it last night when I said I wouldn't. I just remind myself that I can't be mom to everyone, especially an adult. So being mindful is very important. I got to be more careful and it can be a lot. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. I gotta read again. Yes, did it last night when I said I wouldn't. Just remind myself that I can't be mom to everyone, especially an adult. So being mindful is very important. That part. Being mindful is very important. That is the key. That is like the key to anything. Being mindful. Being mindful. And actually the last episode we did was mindfulness. And you see how everything ties in together. Everything. Being mindful is very important. She said, I got to be more careful. It can be a lot. Yes. Because it'll sneak up on you. You get so wrapped up in what you're doing. And you're like, okay, did this check. Especially if things is going good. that's when it sneaks up on you. When things is going good and the boxes is just getting checked off. No flaw, no nothing has happened yet. Or whatever. It cannot, but yet. Boom, boom, you just checking off the box. I'm killing it. Yes. And then that something come out of nowhere. And you're like, oh my God. Like, then you're like, you can't compute. Then you're like, oh, no. What went wrong? I prepared. I did this. I did that. And it's not even you. Things happen. Life happens. Only do what's in your control. Yes. Yaz said, my anxiety has stress. Hold up. She said, yes, my anxiety has truly reduced so much. I handle stuff so much better. Yep. I can walk away now. It's so, woo. Everybody, please invest in yourself. Invest in your personal development. Because me versus last year, I was a big overwhelmer. But now I have the tools to really help myself, to really like lean on myself. And there's so much power in that, to be able to lean on yourself in terms of your thoughts, what's in here, and your emotions, to be able to have the tools to really combat and to really go through what you have to go through to, to persevere, pretty much. It's nothing like, it's so empowering, and it feels like damn good. Like, wow, I didn't necessarily have to call that friend or my spouse or my mom or whatever, even though you can. But it's something so powerful when you can like dig yourself out of a dark place or negative self-talk. It's so powerful. So definitely invest into personal development for yourself. The program I did is called Breaking Free from Me by Miss Millions by Brooke Roberts. That's her IG. And Yaz, she works with her. So definitely reach out to Yaz. And Yaz will hook you up with all the tea, all the info. Do it. Invest in yourself. Yes. Trina said, yes, it is quick to sneak up. Absolutely. Yes, when you can trust yourself to get you out of something, and it's amazing. So powerful, right? You feel so empowered. Like, whoa, I did that. Like, I have the tools. Like, what works for me may not work for everybody else. Like, I like to journal, which I had just bought me a new big book, a big journaling book, because I learned that when I was doing my personal development program, that was like one of the different things that like came up, and like we did a lot of like logging and stuff. And I noticed that, and I never really journaled like that before. And it helps me just like writing it out. And I know like my sister recommended it, and she always journals and stuff. And I was like, I don't know. And once I did it, I was like, girl, you could have been journaling way back in the day. Yes. Best investment I ever made on myself. Breaking free from me, okay? Yes. Yes, I'm going to shout you out. She said, best investment for me too. I am at so much peace now. Yes, and we have a whole sisterhood. Yo, find yourself a positive group of women too. That is, but also if you join Breaking Free from Me, you will definitely have that. So, like I said, reach out to Yaz, or you can follow Yaz, or you can follow Miss Millions by Brooke Roberts. I think it's that. Is it Miss Millions by Brooke Roberts or Miss Millions by Brooke? Yaz, correct me. Correct me, Yaz. Well, matter of fact, follow Yaz. Her IG is on here. Is B, the letter B, the change 143. So B is no E. So B, the change 143. There we go. Resolve that. She said, I never journaled either until the program. And wow, some of the way people treated me was so sad. I wrote out my days wrote out my days and it was disappointing. Yes, to actually look at the tangible, like, writing, to see it, it's like, oh my God. But for me, it was actually like freeing to write. I guess it was like a release. Like, just like it's not in here no more. I guess it's kind of like when you're talking to that best friend or that counselor or therapist and you like finally release it off your shoulders. And it's just a book. It's just a book. It's crazy. It's just the act of writing it out. Okay, yes. Yes, correcting me. Miss Millions by Brooke Roberts. Now I was saying her IG. I'm like, is Roberts in there? Is it Miss Millions by Brooke? It's Miss Millions by Brooke Roberts. All right, I'm a chill. Yes. So you got to, you know, like I was saying earlier, I was saying, you know, it's not necessarily your plan. It's God's purpose for you. Yeah, Trina said journaling will have you writing a book. I love to journal. It's been my escape when I was a teen going through domestic violence and rape. Yes. It is like an escape. It's different. And I would have never known that. And I've said to people, I'm like, oh, you should try journaling, but I would never do it for myself. I don't know, I guess journaling always reminded me of a diary or something. Like, when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to have a diary. So I guess it reminded me of that. Like, somebody could possibly find my journal or something. But it's different. Being an adult, it's like, this is my house. So nobody can't. Who gonna check me? Like, you know. So it's different now. Yeah, journaling will, have you nearly writing a book. It's really beautiful. And reading books too. Like, it's literally like when you're reading certain books, it's like you have a mentor in that way. Like Tabitha Brown. I know a lot of you love Tabitha. I'm a big, huge fan of Tabitha Brown. Like, I'm reading her book. Where is it? Where did I bring her book at? I think it's in my bedroom. I thought I had it next to me. Usually I always have it in here in my office. But Tabitha Brown's book, amazing. I got to finish that for freaking months. I've been trying to finish her book. But, and move on to like my next book. I hope she writes another one. But her book is so amazing. And it's really like a mentorship when I'm reading her book. And all of the other books and stuff that and it's not necessarily like titled self-help book or, you know, but you have to really what am I saying? Sorry. Reading is definitely fundamental. It's like a sense of therapy when I read. Only books that's in alignment with myself, my purpose, and where I'm heading, and like my personal development. Books like that. Like, I've always read books and stuff, but it was always like more fiction-based books. But reading for me is so, so important. It really is like mentorship in the book. Yes, that I've never been able to trust that I wrote in my journal. People would respect me not to read it. I've never been able to trust that if I wrote in my journal, people would respect me not to read it. Yes, it was like growing up, I was like, That's like, it's another word for diary. Somebody want to read it and air me out or be like, you were going through this or why you felt that way. And that's another thing. Why I'm caring about somebody else's feelings? Like, this is supposed to be my healing, my moment of release, you know, when I'm writing in my journal. And that's still like a form of me pretty much thinking of someone else's feelings or stuff, like whatever I say in here. I don't know. That's something. That's something. Yes, Trina said, love me some Auntie Tab. It was a good book and better with audio. Oh, now with the audio, is she reading it? Because I need that accent. I need the accent. I need the whole Tab way. I need Tab to be saying everything. Because when I'm reading her book, I'm literally doing her accent and how she talks the whole time I'm reading the book. I love her. Her voice is literally like a warm hug. It's a comfort. Her voice is such like a comfort. Like, I literally was like, I want to meet Tab. Like, I want to stay at her house. I'm weird like that. Yes. Reading and podcasts are so helpful when it comes to a personal development journey. Yes. My top podcast right now is always listen to Woman Evolve podcast by Sarah Jakes Roberts. I haven't been listening to it recently. So I have like my top 4 right now. So Woman Evolve by Sarah Jakes Roberts. In the Light by Dr. Anita Phillips, which is a spinoff from Woman Evolve. The other one, Dead Ass Podcast by Deval Ellis and Kadeen Ellis, husband and wife, which is like my millennial couple mentor in my head. Love them. They keep it real. And my new favorite podcast is Know For Sure by B. Simone and Megan, her best friend Megan. I forgot Megan's last name. Is it Gardner? I don't know. But I forgot her last name. Love those podcasts. They're like my go-to. And it's like a nice variety too. You get a little something different from each. So those are like my favorite podcasts. I've been doing a lot of podcasts recently, like listening versus reading, especially like during work. I've been loving it. Oh, Katrina, you said yes, she's reading it. It felt like being in her presence. I'm about to throw that book away and just start listening to her read and start listening to the audio, because that changed the game. Tab is reading? Oh my God. She is the narrator of the damn book. I'm about to start. Sorry, book. Okay? I'm about to start listening to the audio. Yeah, it's like that, yes. Yeah, I've been struggling to read. I'm doing better, but I'm behind on my book goal. I am super behind. You ain't far behind like how I am. I'm super behind. But also, let's give ourselves grace. And like we just been laying on our butts, not doing stuff, which I know your life and you know mine. We've both been doing the damn thing. We've been doing a lot of stuff and accomplishing a lot recently. So I'm going to give you grace and give myself grace, because I've been seeing you work. I've been seeing you getting it, and vice versa. So it's not like we just been like a stopping and starting situation in vain, or like, I don't feel like doing that or whatever. We want to give ourselves grace right now. We want to give ourselves grace, yes. Okay? And just keep going. That's what we want to do. We just want to give ourselves grace, because we've been kicking ass and doing stuff. Relinquishing control. We want to relinquish the control. Stop controlling the moment. Stop controlling, oh no, I didn't do that. I didn't meet my goal. I didn't meet but let's think about what we have been doing. What have we been doing? Okay? You can run it down. I can run yours down. You can run mine down. Okay? We've been getting it. Yes, we've been doing it. So I'm going to stop you and me there, because that negative self-talk was sprinkling. It was trying to doop. Nope. Like I said, Women's Worth Wednesdays for us. Sometimes we got to readjust each other's crowns. Okay? So I'm going to remind you. Give yourself grace. Trina, what you say? LOL, girl, I bought both the audio and had me all copied or all cozied up. See, you gonna mess around. I'm gonna have the book open and listening to her like you know how kids be having a reading circle, sitting like my legs folded in the bed with like a little cozy little blanket, and just put her voice on like surround sound in the house and just reading it like a little bedtime story. So I'm gonna need her to have another book. She better be working on that other book. I know Tab is doing other stuff. She got a cookbook. She got a lot of stuff going on, but I'm gonna need book 2. But ladies, thank you so much. I gotta wrap it up. Trina laughing at me. Yes. But ladies, this has been super, super amazing. Like I said, it was very, very important to me to talk about this topic, relinquishing control. And Like Trina said, be mindful. You have to be mindful. It will creep up on you. It will creep up without you even realizing it for a minute. So mindfulness is important, and do whatever you got to do to get centered for you to be more in the present moment so you can recognize these things. And this isn't just to everyone, it's to me as well too. So yes, I just want to say thank you, everybody. So all of the Women's Worth Wednesday episodes is now on YouTube, on Mahogany Owl's YouTube page. I will be posting the link and everything for that so everyone can see past episodes and this episode as well. And also I wanted to say, for right now, I know we just moved over to Mahogany Owl's page, but Women's Worth Wednesday is taking a pause right now. We ain't going bye-bye. We're just taking a pause until further notice. That's it. And I will keep everyone in the loop and updated in terms of Women's Worth Wednesday, but stay tuned for other stuff. Soon, Mahogany Owl, in a couple days, we'll be having, you will see an introductory video about Mahogany Owl, get a little more clarity and background about the platform, about the company. And, so yeah, please keep staying tuned. Put your notifications on for Mahogany Owl page. And until next time, for Women's Worth Wednesday Live, like I said, it's on pause. Okay? I will keep you guys abreast for the next coming episodes. The next round of episodes, I should say. But stay tuned. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Again, all the episodes are on YouTube. Bye. Or I will say, see you later. Yes, see you and stay blessed, ladies. Bye.